trying to imagine, like, what do you write for the Queen of Soul?
Let me put you up on game. It was just like when we did let me put you up on game. Mind you, I was a young girl. I had just moved into my first apartment. I was living in my car, dude. And like it was like the most embarrassing but coolest thing ever. I slept in front of a Walmart with my 5-pound dog, and my parents would kill me for telling this story because I had really good parents. My parents were still together and was married for 27 years, and so you know, having a strong mother, she had me at 16, and you know, I was of course born in North.
Your parents are black, right?
They're black.
Okay, I was just checking. Okay.
No,
That's a rare occasion right there.
I was adopted.
Okay.
And the crazy thing was, they're from North Philly. Like, I mean, like from the real street, Broad and Diamond, 27th and Lehigh, stand up. That's where we from, you know. And being able to, like I said, travel the world and see love from that perspective was, yo, like that's still mind-boggling. And so with all of that being said, they put the good music in me, the loose ends, and of course the Michael Jacksons, the Prince, you know, LL Cool J. I'm talking about the old school, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
I'ma say knock you out, Queen Latifah, you know, and of course I fell into my own loves, like I said, the Rodney Jerkins from church, and my grandmother was a pastor, and people don't know that Rodney Jerkins did not do only R&B music, he did gospel. So was I not being fed with the gospel music? I was being fed with the hip hop side. You know, like I said, the LL Cool J, the Queen Latifah, the Moni in the Middle, Moni Love. You know what I'm saying? Like Foxy Brown, Little Kim. Like I was being fed that. My father was a writer himself. So you know, with all of that knowledge, having a grandmother that loves you, having grandparents that have been married for what, I don't know, 60-something weird years. You know, having parents that have been married, you become an old soul.
Right.
That's how you get in the studio with legends like Stevie Wonder and Aretha Franklin. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, Charlotte Church, who's one of the youngest, best opera singers in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to be able to do records for people like that.
So having a gospel background, making the transition into, should I say, secular music.
Yeah.
How did your parents and your grandparents take it? I mean,
they hated it.
They hated it. Okay.
They hated it. You know, like I said, it was a very very spiritual background. My father was Muslim, Sunni. Okay. My mother was Christian as Christian can get, unorthodox of course, but she was Christian as Christian can get, and my grandmother was a pastor. So, you know, it was like, you know, my dreams, my goal, I had a full scholarship to run track. And I have a sister right now that's pro. Her name is Nia Ali, and she's running track. And it just was like, no, she's, what? Shut up. Anyway, but it was just like, you know, they had goals for me to do that and to go to school and become somebody that was super educated in the family. No one had ever done it. I was the first grandchild, so it was like, well, let's see what this generation does. And to come from the Word of God to want to go to, Mama said, knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out and be in the group with Bob. You know, that was like, you know, that was rebellion to the 10th power. But I remember going to my grandmother and expressing to her the love I have for people and how I was going to be able to, you know, be a voice. And it was like, yo, I mean, if that's how you feel, I'm going to support you in that, you know, because I can't knock that. If that's how your heart feels, if you feel like you can connect with women, men, you know, alternative lifestyle people that are sick, old people, animals. If you feel like you can connect that with your music, then do it, because I'm still the same loving, you know, God-fearing spirit. And so, you know, my parents really supported me through all of my BS, my partying BS. They supported me, and my grandmother was a big foundation of that.
So, achieving all your current goals, from being a writer to an artist, what are your long-term goals?
You know what? This is so crazy. You know, my pursuit of happiness is definitely to have, you know, a full band, background singers, dancers, do arenas and stadiums. But I can really see myself as an executive. And, you know, I definitely always looked at Puff as one of my biggest mentors. You know, I mean, him and Rodney Jerkins right now are probably the biggest when it comes to just being self-sufficient. And, in my life, and you know, I see myself being able to pick talent out of the crowd and know what real talent is, knowing, you know, what the true essence of having the power to be able to tell the world what you feel, how you feel, and connect. And so, you know, an executive position I can see very soon in my career, but I would never stop writing for people, you know, or performing. But I definitely, you know, feel an executive position, you know, coming on really soon.
B96.5, your boy DJ Q rocking out with you. I got my girl Kalenna in the studios. We doing big things, and when we come back, we're going to talk about her upcoming projects and also the mixtape that she's got out.
Chamber Diaries.
Y'all make sure y'all check for that. Keep it locked. It's B96, DJ Q. We're going to get it in.